Most contractors think they lost the job on price. The truth is, price had nothing to do with it. The job went to whoever showed up first, after the estimate was sent. And right now, that's probably not you. Let's fix that. If you appreciate me making this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button. Here's what actually happens after you send an estimate. The customer gets it. They mean to call you back, but they're busy too. They get home from work, they feed the kids, and they sit down. And your estimate is buried somewhere in their text from 3 days ago. Then day 4 comes around and someone else follows up. That company gets the job, not because their price was better, because they showed up. The window on an estimate is 24 to 48 hours. After that, the customer has moved on or started wondering if you're even still interested, not because of your work, because of your silence. Let me tell you a story. Last summer, my air conditioning went out. It was 90 degrees, as it usually is in the South this time of year. I had an appointment with a company at 7 o'clock in the morning. By around 11, I hadn't heard a word. I texted, I called, nothing. So I called someone else. That second company came out, fixed my air, and that was that. Later that afternoon, the original company finally called. They apologized, told me one of their techs had called out sick, and they got slammed. And you know what? If they had called me that morning and told me that, I would have waited. I'm a reasonable person. But they didn't call, and they lost the job. Not because they were bad at their work, they had great ratings. It was because they didn't communicate when it mattered. This is happening in your business right now. Maybe not with service calls, but with estimates. Now here's a scenario I've seen play out more times than I can count. A roofer, busy market, new developments going up everywhere, more leads than he can keep up with. And he's running his whole follow-up system on a notepad. Not a spreadsheet, not an app, a notepad sitting on the seat of his truck. And here's the thing about this notepad. The moment that page gets flipped, everything on that last page gets forgotten. Every lead that didn't get a call back is just gone. This contractor was losing 2 to 3 roofing jobs every week because of it. And we're talking roofing jobs. That is real revenue walking straight out the door every single week. Let me talk to you directly for a second. If you're in HVAC, you know what preseason looks like. You send 12 tune-up estimates in 1 week. You follow up on 3. The other 9 sit there until you either catch them or you lose them. If you're an electrician, you've quoted panel work and the customer just goes quiet. Not because they didn't want the job done, because they got nervous about the number and nobody walked them through what they were actually getting. The details are different, the outcome's the same. Work you quoted, work you should have gotten, work that paid someone else. Quick break. If any of this is hitting close to home and you want to talk through what a system like this could look like for your specific business, I offer a free 30-minute discovery call, no pressure, just a real conversation. Book it at paulavitaminconsulting.com. The link's in the description and the pinned comment below. Here's what I want you to hear, because I see this framed wrong all the time. The problem isn't that you forgot to follow up. The problem is that you don't have a place where the follow-up actually lives. When a lead comes in, it goes to text, or a note in your phone, or a notepad in your truck. And then you flip the page and it's gone. Not because you don't care about the job, but because there's nothing holding it for you. That's not a discipline problem. It's a system problem. And that's actually good news because systems can be fixed. What you need is one place where every lead lives with a follow-up date attached to it. Something that stays visible and flagged until someone acts on it. Not a notification you swipe away, not a spreadsheet you open once a week when you remember. Something that's part of how you run the business every single day. That's exactly what I built into Field Desk. The Leads tab is where every inquiry comes in, gets logged with a follow-up date, and it turns red when it's overdue. It stays red until someone takes action. One tap converts it into a scheduled job. Nothing falls through without you seeing it first. If you want to see how the whole system works in practice, I made a full walkthrough video. Click right here to watch it. Before you go, I want to hear from you. How many estimates do you think you've lost in the last 90 days just from not following up in time? Just take a guess. Drop a number in the comments. I read every one. And subscribe so you don't miss next week. See you then.